In the northern land of Summerland, it has for centuries been customary for parents to send their most gifted children to the monastery of the Kai on the occasion of their 7th birthday. There they are taught the skills and martial disciplines of their noble ancestors. The Kai are masters of their art, and the children in their charge love and respect them in spite of the hardships of their training. For one day, when finally they have mastered the disciplines of the Kai, they will be able to return to their homes equipped in mind and body to defend themselves and their kin against the constant threat of war from the dark worlds of the West. In olden times, during the age of the Black Moon, the Dark Lords waged war on Summerland. The conflict was a long and bitter trial of strength that ended in victory for the Summerlending at the Great Battle of Machengorge. King Ulnar I, himself gifted with Kai powers, aided by the allies of Durnor, broke the Darkland armies at the pass of Moitora and forced them back into the bottomless abyss of Machengorge. Vashna, the mightiest of the Dark Lords, was slain upon the sword of King Ulnar, called Summersword. The sword... I'm sorry, but that's really funny. Since that age, the Dark Lords have vowed vengeance upon Summerland and the House of Ulnar. Now it is the morning of the feast day of Femarn, the first day of spring. It is an old tradition of the Kai to gather at their monastery in the foothills of the Durnkrag Mountains on Femarn, in order to reaffirm their fealty to the god Kai and to the Summerlending House of Ulnar. Kai journeymen and envoys have travelled far to return in time for the celebrations marking the beginning of a new year in Summerland. You are a young Kai cadet called Silent Wolf. We're going to be calling him Clive Alive, just so you know. This is the name you were given by your Kai masters when first you entered the monastery. You are an initiate in this noble order, and this will be the 8th year you have taken part in the Femarn ceremony. Your feelings of pride and excitement are the same now as they were when you first arrived here from your home in the village of Dag. The past few days have been an exciting time for you and your fellow cadets. The journeymen have been recounting their tales of battles won and quests fulfilled in distant lands. On this fateful morning, you have been sent to collect firewood in the forest as a punishment for your inattention in class. As you are preparing to return, you see to your horror a vast black cloud of black leathery creatures swoop out of the western skies and engulf the monastery. The Dark Lords, ancient enemy of the Summerlending, are attacking. War has begun. Dropping the wood, you race to the battle that has already begun, but in the unnatural dark you stumble and strike your head on a low tree branch. As you lose consciousness, the last thing that you see in the distant shadows is the walls of the monastery and its warning tower, the crystal beacon crashing to the ground. Many hours pass before you wake. With tears in your eyes, you now survey the scene of destruction. Raising your face to the clear sky, you swear vengeance on the Dark Lords for the massacre of the Kai warriors, and with a sudden flash of realization, you know what you must do. You must set off on a perilous journey to the capital city to warn the king of the terrible threat that now faces his people. For you are now the last of the Kai. You are now Lone Wolf.